Kick-Ass Facts, one more episode dedicated to the Bad Schmecks in Fiction Award. Boo-boo-boo-boo! Again, listener discretion is advised. I have had to be creative with some word swaps so I don't get banned. 2013 nominee, House of Earth, written by Woody Guthrie. He wrote it in 1947. It wasn't published until 2013, 47 years after his death. It includes a scene that lasts several pages and makes excellent use of the thesaurus. And inwardly she caressed, touched, petted, and fondled, squeezed the whole length and all the sides of the man meat. And this caused her to work and to move and to roll and to breathe hard, to forget her name, her own self completely. She felt her organs fondle, and she felt them squeeze, suck, gently, easily, softly, smoothly, wet, damp, slick. Probably goes on and on and on. Matthew Reynolds, The World Was All Before Them. This one's a little spicy. She stirred, and her breath became a moan as endorphinergic and morphinergic mechanisms sputtered into life. Right? Arteries dilate and the tissue swells, and all the beautifully adapted and various receptor neurons fire in happy harmony, making brain cells iridescent, swirl, and jive. I mean, you had me at that word. 2012 winner, Nancy Houston's Infrared. Never will I tire of that silvery fluidity, my sex swimming in joy like fish in water, myself freed of both self and other, the quivering sensation, the carnal pink palpitation that detaches you from all color and all flesh, making you see only stars, constellations, Milky Ways, propelling you bodiless and soulless into undulating space where the undulating skies make your non-body undulate. 2010 nominee, Rowan Somerville's The Shape of Her. Like a lepidopterist mounting a tough-skinned insect with a too-blunt pin, he screwed himself into her. Whew. This one's something else. Jonathan Franzen's Freedom. One afternoon, as Connie described it, her excited man in the boat grew to be 8 inches long, a protruding pencil of tenderness with which she gently parted the lips of his John Thomas and drove herself down to the base of its shaft. Another day, at her urging, Joey describes to her the sleek, warm neatness of her turds as they slid from her backside and fell into his open mouth, where, since these were only words, they tasted like excellent dark chocolate. Mr. Peanut by Adam Ross. He buried his face into Hannah's downstairs like a wanderer who'd found water in the desert. She tasted like a hot biscuit flavored with pea. She grabbed his scruff and pulled her face to his. They kissed. She took his thingy. It felt as thick as a Louisville Slugger and guided him in when he exploded, and he exploded quickly. He felt as if his heart had liquefied and then been shot out of him through her vajayjay, her and uterus, and her ovaries, and up over her diaphragm, somehow down the vena cavity to her heart, his own now coating hers. 2009 winner, The Kindly Ones by Jonathan Little. Her vulva was opposite my face. This schmecks was watching at me, spying on me, like a Gorgon's head, like a motionless cyclops whose single eye never blinks. From Andre Brink's Before I Forget, the mound of her bits was disproportionately but beautifully high and rounded, overgrown with a luxuriant mop of long black pubic hair, not crinkly at all, but soft and feathery, like Farrah Fawcett from the 80s. 1997 nominee, her nut brown breasts that wouldn't support the toothbrush against his smooth ebony chest. Later in the paragraph, his hands were on her haunches that could support a whole array of toothbrushes, pulling her hips against his. Erica Jong of blessed memory. He looks long and lovingly at my downstairs, saying, "A flower, a jungle flower." That weirds me out. That would weird me out. And finally, Love and Longing in Bombay by Vikram Chandra. Then she was squatting over him, and at the closest point of their meeting, he felt the spill, ecstatic and alive, and in a last moment of thought, he asked, "Is this me? Is this you?" The condom made a sad plop on the floor next to the bed.